Best old guy fights.
Snuff him.
Oh. Confusion.
Oh, man.
You got me messed up. Hold on. Let me get back to my feet.
That's a terrible technical stand-up.
It was.
Oh, my God. That dude,
Why would you try that, old dude?
that dude punched him in the chest as hard as he could.
Not rear naked coming.
But
Nah.
that guy's torso is not going to take any damage.
Nah, you got to hit like vital spots. Like,
Now
it's
look.
okay to hit somebody in the jump. This has got to be in Russia because they're wearing tracksuits. No, come back over here. Come back. Come to me. You got to kick a dude in the knee, man.
It's the guy's face. He's just got such an old man face.
Hey, man, old Indian dudes are hilarious when they fight. At some point, they may hit each other with their shoe.
I've seen an Indian guy get really riled up before. It is pretty hilarious.
It is, man. It is. Like, he might take his shoe off and start slapping, his sandal, and start slapping them. Look, I told you they got on sandals.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. Real. Look, this dude finna beat
He
up
said,
Jay
"Come on."
Leno. Oh,
Oh,
what
man.
happened?
He just got Hadouken. Here we are. Episode 6. Jiu-Jitsu by the train tracks. We're here to talk about, all things jiu-jitsu related. Really just fighting in general. Maybe other things. Food. Fine cuisine.
Yes.
Long walks on the beach. You're supposed to help me out here, James.
My bad. You looked so close in my eyes. I got nervous. I was like, I don't know where this is going.
Well, here's the thing. We have a topic today for you guys, and it is revolved around aging in jiu-jitsu and, things you can do to stay fresh. Also, different ways to be able to gauge where you're at as far as your skill level. When you're facing a younger opponent or you're facing a heavier opponent. The Gracies came up with this system called, I don't know what it was called exactly, but it was like a 10-year, 10-pound variance. And that formula is able to give you a clear distinction as to, if you're, all right, let me just give you an example.
John was a black belt, and there were many times in his later years that John started around 40, 50, 60, around 45, mid-40s, and trained until mid-60s, so almost 20 years. And John would come to my office as a black belt and say, Henner, man, I roll with a younger kid today, a mid-20s, younger blue belt, and I couldn't beat him.
Like he let you down.
Yes, that's what the tone was I'm a black belt, he was a blue belt, and I couldn't beat him. I said, who was it? And he gave me the name of the guy, and the guy was like 220. John's 160. The guy's 220, 60 pounds heavier at least, and 40 years younger. But just about the weight alone is ridiculous. Yeah. And because of John and seeing the challenge he was having with comprehending why a black belt like him couldn't just annihilate a blue belt or any blue belt, I began kind of exploring this idea that, and to me holds very true, that size matters, weight matters, strength matters. All these things are factored into someone's ability. Age matters in considering someone's threat to you in a physical altercation. And the scale we've come up with is just to make it very simple to understand is, and I told this to John, I said, John, every 20 pounds equals a belt. And every 10 years equals a belt. So let's just say they were the same age. It was John and another 60-year-old who weighed 220 pounds. And John was 160. This guy's a 60-pound advantage, which means what? 20, 40, 60, which means blue becomes purple, brown, black. Do you understand? Belt, belt, belt. 60 pounds, 3 belts. So a guy who's a blue belt at 220 is a black belt to John Boyd at 160.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a kind of a cool way to be real about what it is you're doing and what you're capable of. Because I think some people join jiu-jitsu, or like maybe they get to a certain rank and they feel like no belt below this should be able to defeat me.
Yeah.
And then they get confused when they see a guy lose to a more inexperienced belt color.
Yeah.
But the reality is, like, you know, strength and size and anatomy and your will to win, your age, like all
Skill.
of that stuff comes into play. And the thing about the old guy is that he's seen this situation.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably faced it already once before. So that experience alone, God, experience is so valuable.
Yeah.
So valuable. Like, you have to go out and fail at things to get it, though.
Yeah.
And people are scared to do that.
That's what a lot of people miss in the world. They are so fearful of the fact that, hey, if I try this and I fail, what are people going to think of me? Well, don't worry so much about that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what they'll think about, James. Themselves.
Yeah.
Because that is primarily what people think about, is themselves, their own story, their own path. And you are just a blip on their radar. Now, there are, like, scenes of mass humiliation, you know. We've seen on Facebook, you know, people get turned into memes, videos go viral, people end up, you know, going down a dark slope, you know, because of their, you know, trending or whatever. But don't do stupid shit on camera. That's the answer to that. You know, just don't do dumb shit on camera. You know, so like for me, I get excited. There was this guy, and I'll try to put up. I think it was Hector Ruiz was his name. If I got that right, then that's pretty awesome. But he was a Master 5, Master World Champ this weekend at Master Worlds in Orlando, and Master Worlds is an awesome event because it gives the old guys a chance to fight for a world title. And some people would tell you, like, you know, well, it's not Worlds. You know, you're not really a world champion unless you're in the adult division at Worlds and you're competing, which old guys can do, you know. So like if you're have. Yeah, if you're in your 30s or 40, I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can sign up. I can
call that old.
You can be legit and sign up. There's a couple guys that do that. They always want to fight the young guys.
Yeah.
I admire that, man.
Yeah, dude, because, man, if I can out-technique you, or if you just take advantage of the fact that, hey, I've got my game plan, this guy doesn't seem that bad, don't judge a book by its cover. You'll find out real quick that they know a lot more than you think they do.
Yeah, I got nothing but money and time. I'm going to beat up these old guys. I just got these new steroid injections, make me feel 30 years younger.
Right. I mean,
these young bucks don't know what's coming.
Yeah, it could be that. You could be that guy at 50 years old in the adult division.
Now, there are gentlemen that reach an age where their T levels might not be in balance, or they just start having afflictions and they're just more exhausted, more tired, and so they seek outside remedies from natural, like not natural remedies, right? Like, you know, man-made, artificial steroids, things like that. I think HGH is like the big one.
Yeah, I think so.
So a lot of people are taking these shots, and I haven't formed my opinion yet on whether or not it's something that I would want to look into. Because here's the thing. If you're not, you know, and people have strong opinions about this, you know, even if you're aging or whatever and you're using this stuff, you're technically cheating, right?
There is some medical use to them, though. So, I mean, what is it? Like just straight out testosterone shots. The intention behind that is to replace what your body isn't producing enough of. But some of the side effects are you can build a little more strength. You can pick up and replace some of what you're losing, and even more so. So,
Yeah, you see people get locked in. Like I've definitely witnessed people on it versus people, the same person without it. It's like it's like they turn into the Hulk. You know,
Really?
it's like crazy. It's not that they're stronger; they're just so much
More aggressive.
Their reactionary impulses. I mean, everything is just super tight. And you know, it's like it's intriguing. It's like, okay, you know, like I'm not feeling 100%. I'm getting older. Like, you know, what's going to keep me young in this game? What's going to keep it exciting? You know, like that's the thought. Like, what's gonna keep me? Like, I don't want to get to a place where all of a sudden I'm just getting beat all the time. Like,
Yeah.
which isn't gonna happen. Because even if you're not on this stuff and you're an older guy, you're gonna have somebody that you can take on in the class. Even if it's a chick or like a kid or something like that. You know, like you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, but you also gotta find your game and play it.
Yes.
Like, don't fall into the trap of playing the young guy game. Like, you got to lock them down, make them play your game, slow it down at your pace, and maybe grind through it.
And remember why you started jiu-jitsu. Was it to be the greatest ever, or was it just to be the greatest that you can be today? You know, and that's ultimately why we do this, is to make a discipline, to make a daily practice of trying to be a little bit better than we were yesterday.
Yeah. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, I planned on taking steroids when I was younger. I said, you know what? I don't know how to find them. My dad's a minister. My mom and both him and her worked same job for 18. My dad still works the same job. It's been 30 plus years. I said, it's because I was skinny. I didn't grow a mustache until I was 21. I probably weighed 120 pounds most of the first half of my life, and I was like, I've got to find some steroids quick.
They probably didn't, the information about your genitalia getting shrunken and all that jazz
I didn't care.
Probably didn't come out. You didn't even care.
I didn't care. I had extra.
Yeah.
I had plenty to spare. I wasn't worried about it.
Laying pipe over here.
No, I just was like, I've got to get some beach muscles.
That's funny.
My first experience in jiu-jitsu was similar to that. We were probably playing sweep pass submit from closed guard. Roy hit me with a scissor sweep. I was a big, strong guy, and my first thoughts was, holy crap, I can't believe this little dude just did this to me. This is pretty nice.
Roy ain't that little.
Compared to me at the time?
At the time, you were a big boy. That's
Yeah.
right.
Like, I was like my gi didn't fit.
You made me nervous when you first came in, man. James came in. He wasn't a happy fella when he came in. He was all right. He was okay.
I was just stoic.
You were your personality is different now, though. Like,
You just because I opened up.
yeah, that's probably what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
I was business James at the time.
When you came in, I was like, all right, let me try to trick this guy into not hurting me.
But my first time that I was like, oh, I don't want this to happen again, and I'm going to keep coming until I make it happen to him. You triangle choked me, and I was like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I got to figure out how to do this in case I need to do it. But, yeah, I said to myself, I've got internal goals. Like, one of them is I'm going to triangle choke you one day, Jeff. I'm going to triangle choke the shit out of you.
You've caught me in some legit stuff, I think. Most
Just
of the
arm
time.
stuff.
Yeah, arm stuff, which is shit, man. You get two hands around one of my arms, I'm gearing up, man. I've got my tap ready. I'm just like, ah.
Yeah, I want to catch you in a triangle, though. Multiple times.
A triangle. You know who has caught me in a triangle?
Who?
Mike.
Him. Mike Turner, if you out there, that's not doesn't make me happy.
Of all the moves he could catch me in, he's caught me in maybe more than one, but definitely one legit. Like, I came up trying to pass his guard, but, like, I was rushing it, you know? I was like, and he took full advantage and did, like, the adjustment and everything. It was perfect.
Oh, man. It's all right, Mike. I'm going to join you later. The day I catch you in a triangle, I automatically become a purple belt in my head, though.
Oh, man. Well, you should just tattoo the date on your arm with the rest of those tattoos. Just put
Oh, yeah.
nothing else, just the date that you
Yep.
did it. And then that
It'll
way
be and I'm gonna do it in Roman numerals.
people will be like, "What's oh, is that your oh, did you have a son or a daughter? Is that their birthday, or is that your is that your sobriety date?" You know, like,
No, it's the day I created death.
yeah, it's the day that I triangle choked my master and acquired his soul. Okay, anything else on our topic today? Old man jiu-jitsu.
Old man jiu-jitsu. Be safe. Don't
Be
let
safe.
your ego outrun your stamina or your technique.
And now is the time to, you know, if you're old and you're starting jiu-jitsu, take your time just like you do anything else, and make sure that, you know, you're communicating with your coach about what you can and can't do. Choose your training partners wisely.
Yes.
You know, you're not required to train with anybody you don't want to train with, especially somebody that you think is, you know, potentially dangerous on the mat. But your coach is half responsible for that too. You know, I wouldn't give him complete responsibility of protecting you. Like, you should have some sort of, you know,
Because he should know his students.
Yeah.
Like, he's a little rough and you're new. Let's keep y'all apart.
Exactly. But if you've been in the game and you're, you know, maybe a black belt who's older now, I really probably don't have to give those guys any advice.
No, because they know.
They know. Thank you guys. I want to really quick talk to the 20 or so people that have definitely been watching this every single week. Please subscribe. Please share. Please like. You know, part of us taking the time to do these shows for you guys is to hope that it grows. And, you know, that's half my responsibility and half your responsibility. So, you know, any little thing you can do to help us grow, we'll continue to keep this ad-free for now. But, of course, that's the goal. We're trying to back up the Brinks truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're trying to cha-ching.
Make that register clap.
You know? So if you guys know somebody who's interested in sponsoring us, and the 20 people that watch this podcast, then go ahead and click the bell so that way you know exactly when we're on. And, yeah, anything else, James?
No, man, I think that covers it all. One quick shout out to the younger guys that are rolling with the older guys. Take it easy.
Yeah, you ain't that bad.
You ain't that bad. Just know I got a job to go to tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Take it easy, man. All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we'll see you guys right before the new year.